Welcome everyone. Today we'll learn about React. What is React? React is a JavaScript library. In that library we have predefined set of functionality. For example, if you want to create React element, then we have one method called create element. Similarly, many more methods we have inside our React. So, in order to work with React, first we need to install Node.js and then the React. And I believe you know how to do that. So let's get started. First, let us input React. We also need React DOM, which I'll explain later. Well, React DOM works as a glue, or it combines React and the actual DOM element. So how does it do? So to glue, we need one method called render method. React DOM dot render method. React element, which will create soon, and the DOM element. Here you can see first argument should be React and the second argument should be DOM. Okay, there are two ways to create React element. The first one is a bit longer, but it will give you a clear concept of what's going behind the scene. Okay, let's first start with that one. And the syntax is react dot create element. So what do you want to create? I want to create one element with the heading tag with h1, curly braces, and welcome. Okay, so now let me explain you what happens under the hood if you create the element in above way. Using react.create element. Here should be element, my bad. Create element. Okay, so what happens under the hood? Well, the react.create element, it returns an object. Well, you might be amazed, why the hell it returns an object? It should return an element. Well, it's all about virtual DOM. Only the final changes are applied to the actual DOM. So it keeps an object, and the object is of like this. First property will be the type that will contain tag. Here our tag is h1. So notice here in the above, h1 is inside the quotation. That is because, well, in an object, the key and the value, where the value should be given inside a quotation, like name is the key and the value is core concept, like this. Okay, that is why the h1 inside here is within the quotes. So what happens, what goes inside these curly braces? Inside the curly braces there goes the attributes. Attributes means just like headings, props. Right now we don't have anything inside these curly braces. If you write this heading with the id of 1, then inside the prop there will be id is equals to 1. Again in the key, key and the value. Okay, so where goes our welcome? The welcome goes inside the children property. Again same as key and the value, welcome. Okay, welcome, yeah, welcome. So this is all happening under the hood. As I said, the react.create element method returns an object, so we can store it anywhere we like. inside the variable let, okay, it will be let variable is equals to or inside a function or inside a constant statement anywhere. So let's give it a name. Let react element is equals to what? React dot create element. Well, there is another way to create the react element, and that way is let, okay, another way is equals to what do you want to create. I want to create heading that has welcome inside it. Any attributes you want to give? Okay, let me give id is equals to, all right, I don't know, id is equals to 1. Okay, so under the hood again the object will be of like this same. So up to here we have created one react element in two different ways. uh, as you can see in line 3 and line 4 there are two different ways. Basically you can choose whatever you like, but I find line 4 is the easier one. And under the hood they will have the same form, both have same form. That will be the object presentation. Okay, now let's create, all right, now let's glue them together. I mean not these two ones, react and the dom elements. Okay, so where is our dom element? That dom element is equals to, okay, we want to access document dot get element by id. Where is our dom element? Let us glue that react element inside this div, and this div has the id of root and with the class jsx, which we don't need at the moment. Let's stick with the id. So here we go again, get element by id. What is our id? That's right, root is our id. So now up to here we have both the things, the react element with the id 1 that has welcome as its children. This is the props, this is the type. And another we have a dom element that has a type div id root, and inside of it there's nothing so far. Okay, now we have to glue it together. So we do it by react dom dot render method. Render method is the one that glues two things together. So this is a method which obviously expects two things. First, react means react element. Okay, so where is our react element? Okay, let's write it react element so you guys don't get confused. Okay, there should not be another way. React element, all right. So we want to react element, we want to glue it to dom element. So far so good. Now let's go back here, let's run our program. What is the folder? Reactbasic. What was it? My app. Okay, it was my app. Where am I? Sorry. How do you mix bad curry? My app. All right, let's start. So far so good. Okay, npm start. That must be good to go. Here we go. Here you see welcome. Okay, you can see it, welcome. Yeah, here you can see welcome. Here is a welcome. Okay, so this is all about the introduction and what's happening behind the scene. So in the next video we'll see about the JSX expressions, states, props, hooks, pure functions, and many more. Till then, take care.